In this lesson, we're going to learn how to find the derivative of quotient functions. Okay, so when you look at f of x here, you see that f of x is the quotient of two other functions, which is u of x and then v of x. Okay, so we have f of x equals u of x divided by v of x, where u of x and then v of x are differentiable. Then in that case, if you are asked to find the derivative of f of x, then that's going to be v of x multiplying u prime of x minus u of x multiplying v prime of x divided by v of x squared. So mind you that this u prime of x here and then v prime of x here is just the first derivative of what the functions. So if you have any quotient function, then you are asked to find its derivative. This is the expression that you are going to use. So let's take an example. So let's say you have f of x to be equal to x to the power 3 divided by 1 minus x to the power 4. Okay, and then we're asked to find the derivative of this function here. So the first thing you have to do is to let u of x be equal to x to the power 3 and then v of x to be equal to 1 minus x to the power 4. So now we will need the derivative of these two functions. So we will need u prime of x, which will be equal to 3x squared, and then we will need v prime of what x, which will be equal to minus 4x cubed, because the derivative of 1 is 0. So now all you have to do is to substitute these functions or expressions into the general formula. So let's look at how you're going to do this. So you're going to have the f of x dx equals v. We know v to be 1 minus x to the power 4, and then multiplying u prime of x, which is 3x squared. All this minus. Normally, when I'm doing this, I bring a square bracket here so that it wouldn't confuse me when I'm multiplying. So we have this square bracket here, and then we need u of x, right? So that would be x to the power 3 multiplying v prime of what x, which is minus 4x cubed. So let's close this, and then all this divided by v of x squared, right, which is 1 minus x to the power 1 minus x to the power 4 squared. So now let's simplify this and see what we get. So I have the f of x dx to be equal to, we are going to distribute this 3x squared to this bracket here, to this bracket here. Okay, so that's going to be 3x squared minus 3x to the power 6. Okay, then let's bring our minus sign here, and then inside the square bracket we're going to have s cubed multiplying minus 4x cubed. So that's going to give us minus 4x to the power 6. Okay, so all this is divided by 1 minus x to the power 4 squared. So now let's simplify what you have on top. We're going to have the f of x dx to be equal to 3x squared minus 3x to the power 6 plus 4x to the power 6. All this divided by 1 minus x to the power 4 squared. Okay, so you see that when you add minus 3x to the power 6 and then 4x to the power 6, that's going to give us x to the power 6. So we are going to have the f of x over the x to be 3x squared plus x to the power 6 divided by 1 minus x to the power 4 all squared. Okay, when you add this and this, when you add minus 3x to the power 6 and then 4x to the power 6, it will give you x to the power 6. So that's how come I got this value. So at this point, I think you're almost done. You can go ahead and then factor out the common factor. So I'm going to have, I'll factor out x squared. So that gives us x squared into bracket 3 plus x to the power 4, 3 plus x to the power 4 divided by 1 minus x to the power 4 squared. So that will be the derivative of the function that was given. Let's try another example. So let's look at this example also. In this case, you have y equals x squared divided by x cubed plus 4. So now let's find the derivative of this function here. So first of all, we will let u of x be equal to x squared, and then v of x be equal to x cubed plus 4. So we now need their derivative. So that will be u prime of x, which will be equal to 2x, and then v prime of what? X, okay, which will be equal to 3x squared, right? So this is what you have now. So now let's do the substitution here. So we're going to have dy dx to be equal to, we need v, which is x cubed plus 4. Okay, multiplying u prime, which is 2x. Okay, minus, then I'll bring my square bracket again, minus u, which is x squared. Okay, multiplying v prime of what? X, which is 3x squared. 3x squared. Okay, so we have this, all this divided by v of x squared, right? So that would be x to the power 3 plus 4 squared. So now let's do the simplification. So we're going to have dy dx to be equal to, so let's distribute this 2x to this other bracket. So we're going to have 2x to the power 4 plus 8x, and then we're going to have, minus, then let's look at what is in the square bracket. So we're going to have x squared times 3x squared. So that's going to give us 3x to the power 4. Okay, so we have this here. Okay, so all this divided by x to the power 3 plus 4 squared. So now let's do some simplification here. Okay, so we are going to have dy dx equals 2x to the power 4 plus 8x minus 3x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 3 plus 4 squared. Right, so we have 2x to the power 4 here, and then you have minus 3x to the power 4 here. So we're going to subtract, and then you're going to have minus x to the power 4. So we're going to have dy dx to be equal to 8x minus x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 3 plus 4 all squared. Right, so this is what you have. You can choose to factor out the x, right? So I'm going to have x into bracket 8 minus x to the power 3, and then all this divided by x cubed plus 4 squared. So this will be the answer after differentiating that function. Let's take another example, and then I'll give you one to try on your own. Okay, so I have this example here. Also, we have f of x to be equal to x minus 3 divided by 2x plus 5. Okay, so let's find the derivative of this function here. So first of all, let u of x be equal to x minus 3, and then v of x be equal to 2x plus 5. So let's find u prime of x, which will be equal to 1, and then v prime of x, which will be equal to 2. So let's do the substitution to the general formula that was given. So we're going to have the f of x dx to be equal to v, which is 2x plus 5, multiplying u prime, which is what? 1. Okay, minus, and then we're going to have u, which is x minus 3, multiplying v prime, which is what? 2. Okay, so all this divided by v of x squared, which is 2x plus 5 squared. So now let's simplify what you have on top. So I'm going to have the f of x dx to be equal to 2 this, so let's distribute the one. So you're going to have 2x plus 5, okay, minus, then over here you're going to have 2x minus 6, okay. So all this divided by 2x plus 5 squared, right? Okay, so now let's simplify this here. We're going to have the f of x, the x to be equal to 2x plus 5 minus 2x plus 6, okay, divided by 2x plus 5 squared. So when you look at what you have on top here, you see that you have minus 2x and then you have plus 2x, so they can cancel out. Then you're going to have 5 plus 6, which will give us 11. So you're going to have the f of x, the x to be equal to 11 over 2x plus 5 squared. So this will be our answer after differentiating the function that was given. So I'll now give you an example to try on your own. Okay guys, so try your hands on this question here. Okay, this is the question and then this is the answer you are supposed to get. So try this question and then if you have any problem, let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe.